All right, so we're gonna be starting our presentation again. Just for people to be made aware, this was prepared by us siblings, Chris San Miguel, and me, John Alexander. You can call me AJ for people that knows me already. So right at the moment, what we'll be doing is we'll be presenting you a few information about the Yumi platform, what's happening with Yumi right now, or what's the current update with Yumi at this time. And just before we start, just be made aware that what we are presenting here in this Zoom meeting is more, it's not really like a financial advice. We are not your financial advisors. We're only here to provide you inputs about the opportunity that the Yumi cryptocurrency has given us over the past few months. And of course, we also need to provide you some information about what's really going on with the Yumi platform, or at least because probably there are, if you've been with this particular project, this cryptocurrency for a little while, like us, Chris and I started with this project since January, February of this year. So we're roughly like 8 months with this Yumi project. So if you have been here for a little while, then I'm pretty sure you've been made aware about what's the price of the Yumi before and what happened to it right now. So we're just here to provide you some information about what is going on. So let's start. Let me just full screen this Zoom meeting. All right. So again, welcome to this presentation. We'll be presenting information about Yumi. Again, Yumi is Universal Money Instrument. It's a type of digital coin that provides the ability for those people that are into what we call the staking program to be able to generate more coins the moment you put in some money onto it. So this time we'll be providing you updates with Yumi. So the topic for today, we'll be discussing about Yumi price analysis, possible reasons why Yumi price went down, price of Yumi versus supply, and what do we do as Yumi stakers. And just we also need to inform you about short-term and long-term goal, and also possible Yumi price prediction with the current price that it has at the moment. All right. So for the Yumi price analysis, we all know that Yumi was initially priced at $1 at the start of June of 2020. For those that aren't aware, that was the price of Yumi back then. The said Yumi price became a standard since, especially when the developers of Yumi put in a BTC wall of 365 Bitcoins priced at 95 cents per Yumi back on January 2021. And another thing, popularity of Yumi started when Yumi price appreciation when the Yumi price appreciated actually at the start of February 2021. And then another accomplishment that Yumi had was it reached 100 million coins that was mined at the start of April 2021. Of course, due to the increasing demand of Yumi to new investors, it created more market confidence. It allowed Yumi to reach $2 per coin before the end of April 2021. It became more popular to market as it reaches $3.25 per Yumi at the middle of May 2021. So more investors entered the Yumi market after its one-year anniversary. It was held on Burj Khalifa, Dubai, because back then the project really had a very good potential. So they wanted to bring in more people to invest their money to Yumi coins. All right. So for the possible reasons why Yumi went down, of course, there's what you call since the project had been promoted to many markets due to many investors allowing Yumi price to go as high as over $3 per coin, many of the one-year Yumi stakers decided to take profits. Because of course, if there are people that just would want to kind of make the most out of their money, especially for those that had been with Yumi for 1 year, if you started with Yumi back on June of 2020, definitely after a year, you've gained so much coins. So for those people that had gained $3, that had generated many coins, and the price of Yumi back on June was like $3, many of those Yumi stakers decided to take profit. So of course, during the taking of profit, if you are familiar with the we call it the supply and demand ratio. As the dollar price of Yumi goes down little by little, of course, it also created market tension, especially when the Yumi price had been like, say for example, it went down to low less than $3, then it became like $2.50, $2 and less than $2. So mainly that those are the times that um, our people are starting to take profit, especially when they have invested so much. And of course, not all people will be doing that type of move, of course, because we are here in Yumi to stake our coins and generate more coins on a daily basis. The moment you do some take profit, you are exchanging Yumi coins with the pair in SIGEN Pro to Bitcoin, and then you can cash it out. All right. So market confidence are built Yumi's future projects, but the primary focus that was entertained by new investors was the ability to mine more coins, which is staking. Because there had been, we call it like additional projects that was introduced in Yumi, but majority of those people had been or had entered Yumi market mainly because they will be getting more coins the moment they put their money onto it. So if you're only then if you were introduced to Yumi mainly because you will get more coins, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get more money. You have to be made aware that as you mine more coins, especially for a newly created coin like Yumi, there will always be what you call like price adjustments or price corrections, I should say, because every time you get more coins, it also adds to the existing supply of Yumi, and then as the Yumi supply gets more and more, it has to be um, we call it like coincide with the existing, we call it liquidity. So later I will show you a little computation about um, how it really works when it comes to liquidity. So another thing is development of Yumi should have been focused on creating NFT projects that would allow Yumi coins to be used aside from simply staking it. Because the if people are not fully aware about NFT are considered non-fungible tokens. It's more of like utilizing a certain cryptocurrency to projects that would provide like more of like an added opportunity to consumers, like certain new NFT projects that are getting popular in the market nowadays are like those NFT games, wherein if you will play a certain game, you'll get more coins, and then that coin gets to be used to generate new people that plays a game. Other NFT projects involves like trading certain like virtual cards. So I'm not sure if you've heard like there's like the NFT virtual card for NBA, something like that. And there are also many popular games in the market that uses NFT as well. So those should have been the additional focus of the Yumi developers that would have created more use case for Yumi coins. Because if Yumi can be used on other projects aside from just simply staking it, then the price of Yumi will not diminish. But due to the fact that it has been introduced mainly for staking to invite more people, of course, there are existing members of Yumi of the Yumi platform that had generated certain amount of coins that would like to cash out their money. So due to that, continued market panic happened when Yumi price went below $1, and many panic sellers started chipping the 365 Bitcoin wall because that Bitcoin wall was priced at 95 cents. So when the price went below $1 and it started to become lower than 95 cents, or it started hitting the Bitcoin wall, that's the time that um, the price of Yumi steadily went down. All right, and
Okay, okay, bro. An additional, it's a good thing that if we are now in progress about the development of, entering an NFT games like Wumi token. They already put in the news that now they are in progress for the games, but
that's
we're
good.
going to use the Wumi token instead. Okay,
Yep,
bro.
yep. Yeah, Wumi tokens is definitely it can be used for such platform. So that's mainly why the reason why it is important that they have to add new projects to the system because once you have what we call the stake Yumi coins and then you exchange it to Wumi. Wumi is a wrap universal money instrument. It's similar to other wrap tokens like wrap Ethereum or wrap Bitcoin. These type of token work on Ethereum network for those that don't know. So these the ability to be able to use your own Yumi coins in exchange of Wumi or WUMI to be able to play certain NFT games would definitely benefit many members. All right. So when Bitcoin Wall was reduced to 211 Bitcoins, that ended up being bought by the Roy Club founder. Because I'm pretty sure majority of us or all of us are, I would think that all of us here had joined this Yumi staking to Roy Club. Because the other staking group, which is the ISP Club, are pretty much the Yumi developers. Majority of them are Yumi developers, and Roy Club is the actual marketing arm of Yumi right now. So continued concern with market confidence caused Yumi to be as low as 9 cents per coin, and during that time there was like when I was monitoring the price of Yumi back then, it went to as low as like 3 cents, I believe, when there was no wall in the platform back then. So what made Yumi price went up a little bit is when Bitcoin was, I mean, when Yumi coin was introduced on a new platform, which is what we call the BTC Alpha. You can search it on Google just so that you can also be aware that there is another exchange platform aside from SIGEN that is also promoting Yumi coins to the market. So back then, when Yumi was opened up to another platform, which is BTC Alpha, the price of Yumi became steady at like 50 cents. It was initially opened up at 50 cents. It became higher. It reached almost close to a dollar. It reached up to like 80 cents at that time. But of course, as more coins are getting mined, definitely what's happening is there will still be continued decrease of the Yumi price because it's going to be like a competition between the buyers and the sellers. Buyers would like to buy lower and sellers would like to sell higher. But if sellers doesn't get what they want as far as the price, then little by little they'll start uh, selling their coins at a cheaper price. That's what's happening. So for you to be made aware about the price of Yumi versus supply, at the moment we have a total market supply of 386 million coins. This was during the time I created the presentation. Right now, if you will go to Yumi.top and you go to the blockchain network, the current Yumi supply is now at 389 million Yumi coins already. So the total market price at this point in time is roughly 17 cents. You'll go to SIGEN Pro and you'll also compare it with BTC Alpha. They should be in par with each other, priced at 17 cents per coin. So using this formula, if you multiply 386 million coins to 17 cents, you'll be arriving at a market cap of 65,620,000. That is on the assumption that all of these coins are backed up by US dollars or any type of pair that it has. But as we are aware, that is not really the case because in the BTC SIGEN supply, we currently have 225.4 Bitcoin at the time that I created this presentation. Right now, if you will check the SIGEN platform, the current Bitcoin supply is priced at 226 Bitcoins, and the BTC value as well is priced at 9.9 million. That's if you will um, multiply 225 by the current price of Bitcoin, which is like 43 like $43,000 per coin. So that's roughly 9.9 million. And then if you will be dividing the BTC value to total Yumi supply, then you will be arriving at a computation of 0.026 cents per coin. And that's on the assumption that all of us Yumi holders will sell their coins to the BTC of Saigen, pretty much. So as you can see, there is a very big difference between the price of what Yumi should be if it's priced at 75 cents and is backed up by US dollars, as compared to the existing, we call it like BTC supply we have on SIGEN Pro. So what does this tells us? What this tells us is that we lack enough liquidity to make Yumi price go higher at its current market price. All right. So if you are seeing the reduction of Yumi, then that's mainly because we don't have that much liquidity. So there's really a need for us to be able um, to expand the market. We need to have the ability to promote Yumi to other people, especially right now. Think of promoting Yumi as an opportunity for people that would like to have like an extra like money on their pocket, pretty much. So just a reminder, if you are listening to this presentation, if it's possible, please mute your audio at the moment so that we'll be able to focus more on the presentation. All right. Just put yourself on mute while we're still doing some presenting. And after this, when we're on the question and answer portion, feel free to send us like a message or unmute yourself to be able to ask us questions. All right. So at this point in time, what do we do as Yumi stakers? So we need to understand that any type of investing, especially in cryptocurrency, has a possibility of declining value depending on market support. We need to have a set goal of how long we're going to stake our coins before we take out the remaining funds that is in our Yumi accounts. Ideally, staking has to be at least 1 year before we cash out our funds. That's what really happened with those people that started with Yumi back on June 2020. They were able to maximize their profits. And they were able to cash out their money when it was on their anniversary year before the Yumi price went on decline. All right. So when you enter on a staking platform, you don't think short term. Think of it as a time deposit. You don't simply pull out your money in it, or I mean, you don't simply put your money in it in 3 months expecting a high yield return. Yumi doesn't work like that. Yumi coins continues to grow, and its corresponding US dollar value depends on how many people are putting their fund to get Yumi coins. So again, we are talking about liquidity. As long as we get more liquidity in the Yumi coins, that allows the Yumi cryptocurrency to be higher in terms of price per coin. All right. So for a short-term goal and long-term goal, we have to be made aware about this. All right. For staking Yumi, the short-term goal would be to recover the initial capital along with some profit with its current market price. Because like most of us, like Chris and I have entered this market when Yumi back then was priced at over $1. I entered the market at $1.12. Chris had entered the market around $1.30, I believe, back then. And for other new members, they have probably entered the market during the time that Yumi was priced over $2 to $3. So again, the ideal short-term goal, if you are staking your money in Yumi coins, would be at least 1 year. So whatever happens to your money back then, after a year of staking in Yumi, then that is the time that you can start taking profit, because it doesn't really matter how much price Yumi right now, because by the time that it's already a year, you'd have earned so much coins, or you'd have generated so much Yumi coins already. Now, the long-term goal would be to think of Yumi as a time deposit, because if there are people, or there are some of you that is also putting their money in like a time deposit, like banks, of course, you don't simply put your money in a bank for time deposit and then a month later or a couple of months later you'll take it out. It doesn't work that way. You need to lock your money for a certain period. So that also is the same about Yumi. If you're gonna be thinking long term, you put your money in it, then come back to the platform after like 2 to 3 years before yielding your rewards. Because no matter what happens, price of Yumi may be lower, supply might be higher, but you've already mined so many coins back then. So even if the price of Yumi became less than 10 cents or so, then you will still be gaining more profit. So what's important is whether you stake short term or long term, for as long as you have accomplished your goal, you put your money, you've gained capital, or you've have a return of your capital, and then earn some profits in it, then you still um, mainly created a profit in staking. Because again, we are here on Yumi not just simply because we believe in the project. We are here because we wanted to make sure that we get more out of what we put in. But then again, not uh, all types of programs, especially for the projects like new projects like Yumi, would go according to our plan. We have to always anticipate certain dips in the market, like what is happening with Yumi right now. If you will notice, or if you are going to the SIGEN website and you'll be checking the exchange, right now the Yumi coins is like what you call trailing, or roughly ranging between 16, 17, 18 cents at that point. So that means people are just like uh, wanting to buy and sell Yumi at 17 cents on an average, pretty much. So that makes the Yumi coins become roughly just stable at that price. But of course, if more people will start coming in and more people will start putting in money, thinking of Yumi as an opportunity, like buying Yumi coins at 17 cents, definitely you'll get more coins as compared to when it was priced at $1 back then. So think about the opportunity for new people once they put in their money onto Bitcoin, to Yumi. They'll get more coins when they enroll into the staking program. The people that preferred will get 5% of the mined coin, and people that will start with more coins will get um, more mining power, because the higher your Yumi coins in your wallet, the faster you can get more coins, and you'll also have the opportunity to take advantage of the profit, especially when Yumi coins price started going up. Like um me, when I was like watching how Yumi grows and how it ended up um, growing as far as the actual number of coins in the supply. I'm always thinking that even though back then it was priced at over $1, I always anticipate that definitely when there are more coins in the market, there will always be a rule of supply over demand. If there is many supply, there is a lesser demand. That also affects the Yumi price. So back when we were presenting Yumi, we anticipated that Yumi price can go low as 50 cents, and with this new development, Yumi coin had even went lower. It's now averaging at 17 cents. But if you look at this particular website, this is the potential price prediction of Yumi. Again, this data depends on how Yumi would perform in the market, how Yumi would be um, promoted to people in the market nowadays. So at the end of 2021, you can see that Yumi price might still go to 26 cents. That will mainly happen if we will have higher liquidity in our SIGEN platform, and and all right, all right. So let's see. All right. So I think it's Sophia that is that is has a background noise. So I just muted Sophia at the moment. So mainly the issue here with the development of the Yumi price, just so that you'll be made aware, is a little by little we can expect that Yumi price would still go higher, because as we go along, we get more coins, and then in the introduction of newer projects will give us the ability to be able to use our Yumi to a NFT project, like what Chris had mentioned earlier. So at the end of 2021, it is estimated that Yumi price would be averaging at 26 cents, even though it's priced at 17 cents right now. By 2022, it can go back to roughly 31 cents. 2023, 34. This is a very conservative projection, to be honest, but definitely it has that potential. All right. 2024, it can be priced at 45 cents. 2025 at 54 cents. So if you think about this, looking at this price prediction, these are considered like long term. You don't mainly think as a short term. Now, if you're happy with the price of Yumi, um, once you get it to a year, it's already priced at 30 cents, and you've computed the number of your Yumi coins versus the price of Yumi. If it will be at 30 cents by 2022 and you're already in profit, you already have the option to decide whether you'd like to take profit, or take out your money out of Yumi coins. Because then again, that will give you your actual profit already, and whatever is left, if you'd still like to continue or proceed with the staking, those are already like your extra profit, as you considered. And in a matter of 7 years, 2021 to 2028, as you can see, price of Yumi may go up to like 0.81 cents at that time. So even though it failed to meet the price of Yumi back on June 2020, on a long-term basis, price of Yumi can still go up. That's mainly what this website is saying to us. So the most important thing here for you guys is, when you put in your money into a new platform or a new cryptocurrency like Yumi or Universal Money Instrument, you have to be made aware that there will always be price adjustments. Right now, at its current price, 17 cents is an ideal price for most of us. Because even though the price will go lower and go higher, at 17 cents, as compared to when I bought it back then at $1, you can still buy many Yumi coins. So just to give you an idea about the computation, let me bring in a calculator in here. So if, say for example, the price of Yumi is at 17 cents, and you bought like 3,000 Yumi coins times 0.17, you only had to invest $510. Whereas if you bought it at that time back on last year, 3,000 Yumi coins will cost you $3,360. So imagine the difference between how much Yumi coins is right now as compared to how much it was before. You'll get the same amount of coin by just simply buying the Yumi coin at this low price. So for new investors, this will be treated as a new opportunity. So again, we have to be made aware that this is like if you are to promote Yumi to other market, then you'll be able to gain like more coins when you start with Yumi. All right. So if you have, that's pretty much the end of our presentation. If you have any questions, then